Welcome in here to Rowan Athletics for this matchup between the Rowan University Profs and the Mount St. Mary College Knights. Final match of this tri-match, Rowan winning their first game 3-0 over the Brooklyn College Bulldogs, and then Mount St. Mary College dropped their first game, second game of this tri-match, 3-1 to Brooklyn. And now we are underway. Wolf hits it back over, and it'll be the first one to get on the board. So quickly, the Knights jump out to a lead. We'll take a look at the starting lineups for both of these squads. For Mount St. Mary College, Haley Houghton, Jackie Wolf, Grace Riddle, Kalani Baines, Danielle Quarasi, Renee Hido, and Alyssa Barbara. Those are the starters for the Knights. As Gina Edmondson gets the kill and ties this game back up at 1. Gina Edmondson, also one of the starting Profs, getting one of her first starts of the season. Alongside her will be Brooke Adams, Cassidy Abdallah, Brianna Newson, Natalie Ogden, Simone Sporanovo, Isabel Kirshner, and Courtney Roden. Profs get on the board again, 2-1 now. Barrow, Barbara, back to serve. Newson leaps and gets that ball to fall. Brianna Newson has hit double-digit kills back in the first game of this tri-match. Not just her first of this match quickly. Abdallah with the strike. Somehow the Knights get that ball back over. Now Adams will set for Newson. Newson smashes it home. Tied up at 3 now, as Webster comes in to serve. Ogden with the first hit for the Profs. Abdallah drills it home. Four, 4-3, Profs lead it. Webster with the first hit, and she gets the service ace.
The Profs seem to be dominant again, as they were in the first game against the Brooklyn Bulldogs, and they won that game 3-0, and they're coming back out here again with strong serves and a lot of kills, and the Knights are just seeming to struggle a little bit with trying to keep in the game. The game was starting at 3-3, so they have been keeping in the game, but at the same time, the Profs always seem to just, extend that lead even further and further and always dominate against everyone else.
And see if they can do this here, as they benefited for a moment off of a ceiling ball, but not able to finish it off for the point. It's Riddle now with the first hit. Abdallah will take a big hit and get blocked. Point will go to the Knights, who now tie it up at 5. Serve too strong from Riddle, give the lead right back to the Profs.
The Knights are now going to have to capitalize on this now that, they're still in the game, and they need to continue to push forward and just try their hardest not to make any mistakes, because if you let up now and you try to come back later in the game, it's going to be much harder.
Yeah, the Profs team is a tough team to try to mount a comeback against, and a bit of a miscommunication there. It's kind of a mistake the Knights can't really afford to make. Now Wolf will have a strong hit. Ball gets lost up in the ceiling. Pinballs around. Ogden makes a diving play to keep it alive. Gets everyone pumped up as now Abdallah taps it over. Wolf will try again. They're going to say that ball was alive. No, they're not. They're going to change their mind, say it hit the ground. Nice effort, though, from the senior Natalie Ogden, getting her bench and this crowd fired up here in set number 1. Wolf to Sperano. Now Adams sets. Abdallah. Again, a miscommunication. Not sure what happened there on the side of the Knights.
Yeah, and that's something that we had just seen in this last game with the Knights. They were just struggling with their communication skills, and none of their defensive players were able to, talk to each other and make sure that the ball goes back over the net.
Everyone just kind of moved away from the ball and now play. Give the easy point for the Profs as they lead it now 8-6, and Adams will set for Edmondson, who just couldn't keep it in.
The Knights are getting these lucky points by the Profs, and this is something that they're going to have to capitalize on, because with the errors that they continue to make, it's going to be hard to continue to stay in this game. But right now, the game is only 8-7 with the Profs leading right now.
That serve too strong from Baines. And the Knights are doing just enough to stay within striking distance here in set number 1, not letting the lead get too big, but still plenty of time left to play. The strong hit from Ogden was rejected, and now Kirchner will try. No good. Wolf's attempt now. Bose is there off the ceiling, quickly being forced to be played by Sperano. Unable to.
Again, the Knights are still in this game, and they are trailing 8-9 right now. But, once they can get on a rally with their serves, they might be able to come back and come ahead from this game right now.
Adams sets. Bose plays. Profs somehow keep that ball alive and get it over in 3. Unable to capitalize, though, as Riddle.
And now the Knights are now 9-9. And we are neck and neck now. And the Knights are playing a lot better than they were playing in the Brooklyn game just right before now.
This is kind of similar to the Knights we saw in set 1 of the Brooklyn game. And then in sets 2 through 4, they kind of fell apart a little bit. But the Knights are certainly coming out strong here.
Yeah, and they seem to have a lot of adrenaline, and they're just very loud right now with their players. And they have some fans here, too.
Yeah. Electric atmosphere here on Halloween Eve. Celebrating the seniors from the 2020 season for this Profs team that didn't get to play. And back tied up at 10 here is now the libero Barbera. Back to third. And too strong. Riddle goes for the kill. Ogden's there. Now to Adams, over to Newson. Newson with a strong strike, kept alive. Sperano with the dig. To Adams. To Kirchner, who gets the kill.
And that's something that the Profs just seem to be really good at. It's just getting their outside outside offenders to just kill the ball and go to spaces where there is no defenders there for the Knights.
And now 12-10, Profs lead it. Adams with the set. Abdallah gets the kill.
And then that's just another prime example of how those outside hitters and middle hitters are just able to just capitalize on the Knights just not being there.
And there's a situation where the Profs weren't there. Good job by the Knights to find the hole.
And that's something that the Knights were trying to do last game, where they were trying to, just tap the ball over lightly and make the Brooklyn Bulldogs just, mess up on their own end.
And a strong attack from Newson gets dug out and returned for a point. What a defensive play by the Knights. (13-12) now, Profs lead it. And the Profs come right back to get another kill. (14-12) Profs lead it. Webster comes in to serve. Now Riddle sends it over. Adams will set. Who will it go to? It'll be Abdallah right at the back line. Now Riddle will try again. Blocked in front by Abdallah and Adams, and now Adams will set. Over to Newson. Newson too strong. Gets the point.
I keep saying this, but the Profs are just so dominant with their kills and their outside hitters. That's something that not many teams in the NJAC or even out-of-conference games are able to handle at all.
The Profs, their outside hitters, like you said, they put a lot of power on those attacks. And like you just saw right there, too much power for any defender to handle from Newsom. Now Abdallah will try. She gets blocked from the net. Still finds a way through. Now Sperano digs. Adams goes for the dump, gets blocked. Now Newsom will try. Newsom hits it towards the back line. And Wolf will go. Abdallah tips it. Back and forth rally. And ends with the point for the Profs off of the attack error. (15-13), Profs lead set number 1. Adams sets. Ogden strikes. It's dug out. Now Milano, back line. Sperano gets a fist on it. Adams goes for the dump. Can't get it to fall. That ball too strong. Point Profs. (16-13) as a miscommunication with two Knights going for the same ball results in a 4th hit.
And that's something that they just have continued to struggle with. And this is something that was seen throughout the Brooklyn game and then also now with the Profs. But, they're still sticking into it a lot better than what they were doing the last previous 3 sets in the Brooklyn game.
It's only a 5-point game now after that kill by Abdallah. Certainly still within reach, and just overall this has been a stronger performance for the Knights, but they will take a timeout to talk things over here as Profs lead set number 1, 18-13. Back here, Rowan Athletics, Profs lead at 18-13. I'm Dylan Siddiqui, alongside me, my broadcast partner, Lizzie Fedori, as Wolf goes for the kill and hits it out. 19-13 now, Profs lead it, and within striking distance of putting this set away. That ball didn't stay in. It was close. Profs thought they had it at first, but the call does not go their way.
Yeah, and that ball did look like it was in right in the corner, the back left corner. But you know what? That's a point for the Knights, and this is the time where they need to come back in it and just take any point that they can get and just use it to their advantage. They're only down by 5 right now.
And Adams goes for the dump, almost gets it to fall. And a great defensive play by the Knights as that ball is way too strong from Abdallah.
The Knights seem to be getting back in it now. They're only down by 4, 15-19. And, you know, their serving has been pretty good for the majority of the time that they've been playing. So as long as they continue to get the ball in, they just need to, you know, work on their mechanics and just, you know, the basics make it work for you to win.
Absolutely, as that ball was just a little too strong from Natalie Ogden. And now, suddenly, it's a 3-point game.
Yeah, and the Knights are still in this.
Sperano with the first hit. Now Ogden not able to get a lot of power. And it's a 2-point game now after the kill from the Knights. Rowan faithful not happy about that call, arguing that it touched the net, but kills the call nonetheless.
Yeah.
Now Sperano with the first hit to Adams. Ogden will try. And Ogden gets it. She stunned the defense with that one.
Yeah, and they were all just frozen, standing there looking at the ball hitting the ground. This is another thing that I keep emphasizing, is that there needs to be that communication there within these players.
Points like that can really cost you here in a 3-point game when you're going up against an opponent that on paper, you know, may be the better team. Can't afford simple mistakes. As Wolf goes for the kill, and Edmondson's there to say no. 21-17 now, Profs lead it. And the much-needed kill comes for the Knights. Cut the lead back down to 3. We'll have a substitution. Mary Milano will come off. Delaney Baines will come on in her place. 21-18. And the kill for the Profs falls. 22-18 now.
They did have that double block, and their defensive blocking is pretty good, but it's just, you know, a matter of getting that ball back in on your opponent's side.
You've got to control the block just as much as you can control an attack. And that attack was controlled for the point again. Just a couple of steps up ahead in front of Ogden. She didn't have a chance to get to it. And every time the Profs extend the lead past 3, the Knights seem to just bring it right back. Now Wolf will serve. Ogden with the first hit to Adams. To Kirshner. And Ogden's strong attack, but the block sends the ball out of bounds. (23-19), Profs lead it. The senior Ogden set to serve. And Riddle will go for the kill and pounds it through.
Again, they're back in this by 3. This is something that they continue to do within these last 3 or 4 points now. And, you know, if they want to win this game, they need to do it right now.
Gonna have to find a way to string a couple of attacks together, get some consecutive points. As a strange one falls in favor of the Profs, it seems like the Knights were more concerned about defending the possible dump from Adams. And instead, it just goes right over the net and finds the court. 24-20, match point now for the Profs. Ogden to Adams, to Kirshner, tips it over, and it falls. Profs wins set number 1, 25-20. Strong set from them.
Yeah, and this was a very, I feel like, evenly well-matched game, which something that wasn't seen just the last game, where Mount St. Mary had just not really played that well against the Bulldogs, but now they came out, and yeah, they did lose this first game 20-25, but they showed up and they showed that they're willing and they're ready to play for these next few games.
Tough set number 1 for both sides, but Profs come out on top 25-20. Wins set number 1 here on Rowan Athletics.
Let's go Rowan! Let's go Rowan!
Back here, second set action. Rowan leads it 1-0 here in the final match of this tri-match over the Mount St. Mary College Knights. And it'll be the freshman setter, Brooke Adams, back to serve. And it instantly makes a difference. Sets up Ogden nicely to get her first kill of the set. Kirshner tries to get the kill, keeps it in play and gets it, just barely rides the line. Riddle with the strong attack. Sprana now sets it up for Ogden. And Wolf will try. Wolf Gets rejected, but the Profs can't keep that block in play.
Now this is the Knights' opportunity to come back in here and then try to gain a lead and try to get this second game in their belt.
Ogden plays it over. Now set for Riddle. Riddle gets blocked, but net touched by the Profs, so the point will go to the Knights. Kirshner tips it over. Now Riddle will try the diving dig by Newsom. And blocked by Edmondson. Profs doing a ridiculous job to keep this play alive, and they get the kill.
The Profs did a really good job right there. You know, the rally was going back and forth, and they were just in that mindset of, you know, just try to get the ball over the net and just place it in a spot where the Knights just can't get it.
A defensive, hustling masterpiece on display there from the Profs. It all started with that diving pancake dig from Brianna Newsom. And now 2 straight points for the Profs. They lead at 4-2 here in set number 2. The service error will now make it 4-3. The serve from Barbara. Now Newsom with some authority gets the kill. That brings her up to 3. 4 Profs now with 3 kills. Adams sets, Abdallah strikes. And punched over. Out of the reach of Sperano, wasn't able to get the best hit on it. So 5-4 Profs lead it.
And you know, this is something I've been saying all day long, is that the communication, that ball really just went right little over the net. And you know, the Knights were able to capitalize on the Profs not communicating over that.
Brandon Newsom with the strike, and definitely a little bit of shakiness from both sides here on as that ball was hit too hard. And that'll give the Knights the first lead here in this second set.
Both teams be starting to settling down a little bit right now. It looks like they're starting to get comfortable with how each other is playing, and you can't be comfortable when you're playing sports. You need to be on edge at all time. You need to make sure that you're giving all your energy into the game, because once you get comfortable, that's when the other team's going to come back and win.
Absolutely, can never take your foot off the gas. And their Profs thought that serve was going to go out of play, but it stays in. And now they find themselves down 8-5, and the Profs will take a timeout here in set number 2. Back here, second set. I'm Dylan Siddiqui alongside me, my broadcast partner Lizzie Fedori. Profs trailing 8-5 right now. See if they can turn this around or if they'll let this set kind of get away from them. This is a crucial next few points. We have a stoppage here. Talking something over with the scorer's table, it looks like. So we wait, and now we get ready for the serve coming from the Knights. Adams sets. Kirchner finds home and scores. The Profs typically perform pretty well coming out of timeouts. We've seen it time and time again this season, and when they need to talk things over, it usually pays off. Adams sets for Newsom. Now Riddle will try, and Sperano's there. Sperano will hit it back over. And the Profs able to block at the line. That goes out of play.
And you know, sometimes timeouts are very critical because, you know, the coach just wants to talk to all the players and just, you know, calm them down and remind them you got to get your head back in the game.
Especially now for this Profs team. The head coach, Dina Jesperson, is back coaching with the team. Took some time off after having her operation, but she is back just in time for the playoff push as Newsom gets the kill. And the value of having Coach Jesperson back for this team really can't be stated, but you can see it in little things. It's like coming out of a timeout, how well the Profs perform, and it means a lot, I know, to have her back to this team, and they were really excited to try to win those final NJAC games for her a few weeks ago, and they did that, going undefeated in the NJAC. So everyone very happy to see head coach Jesperson back with the team.
Yeah, and I remember there was a few games, you know, when she was recovering from her surgery, and the morale was a little bit different than what it has been with her being there again. You know, she has that leadership, and she's able to, you know, bring all of her players back in and really just relax them and just let them play the game that they love.
She has established a culture of fun, and you can just tell that this team, how much they care for each other, how much they really take this culture and chemistry, how seriously they take it, and it's paid off for them here.
Yeah, definitely. They've done very well this year, and, you know, they're going to be starting the NJAC playoffs within this week, and, you know, I'm excited for them just because, you know, they are undefeated in the NJAC, and I think that they can come out and win it all this year.
Would certainly be exciting, but first, got to get through this tough Knights team that is battling. But Brianna Newsom able to bring it within one. She's got 5 kills already on the match. Good enough for the team lead. Newsom now will come off for Bose, who will serve. Abdallah with the strong attack, dug out. On the line, point Prop.
The Knights seem to be a little bit disappointed right there, thinking that the call will go towards them, but it didn't, unfortunately. The game's now all tied up at 10-10.
Ogden with the attack, and she gets the kill. And now, Profs regain the lead.
It's been a neck-and-neck game so far, and, you know, us broadcasters, this is something that we like to see just because it's fun for us. And, you know, it must be so frustrating for the coaches and stuff and the players as well. But for us, we love calling the game, and this is just great volleyball.
And the Profs, in my time having called games for them this season, haven't really been that many sets where they've lost or even come close to losing. But right now, the Knights are hanging in there with them. They went blow to blow with them back in that first set, and kind of the same thing happening here in this second set, although the Profs starting to reel it back in. Now lead by 3. And Ogden will try to make it 4, almost does, and will. With the strike, can't finish it off. Now Bose will be the first to hit. Over to Adams, now to Ogden. Ogden once again, her shot is dug out. Adams with the dump. Catches the Knights off guard for a moment, but they're able to recover. Back and forth. Now Abdallah will try, and she finishes it off.
And Barbara was doing an awesome job digging up all those kills that the Profs were giving to her, but unfortunately she was not able to return with that last one.
Yeah, the Profs, they were just relentless in their attack, and now we'll have a timeout from the side of Mount St. Mary as the Profs lead it 15-10 here in set number 2. Back here, second set. I'm Dylan Siddiqui alongside me, my broadcast partner, Lizzie Fedori. Profs lead at 15-10. Make it 15-11 after that kill from the Knights.
They were able to find a nice position right in that back right corner, and the Knights were able to get a point off of that.
And then followed up with the service ace from Sabrina Romano. And now this was the magic number back in set number 1 was 3. Anytime the Profs would make it 4 or 2, it always came back to 3. As now service error. So service ace followed up by a service error. Profs re-extend their lead out to 16-12. See if 3 will be the magic number here again in set number 2. Cassidy Abdallah, one of the 2 seniors for this Profs team, set to serve. Wolf hits it right back at Abdallah, off to the side, and cuts it to within 3.
Yeah, it's this magic 3 number. The Knights just seem to like to be in that nice, warm number 3 area, you know? Like,
trailing by 3 doesn't win sets, though. They're going to have to find a way to piece a few more consecutive points together. See if they can do that as Kalani Baines, the first hit, goes forced to make the dig, and Adams, I believe, will get credited for the kill on that play.
yeah, there was just a little bit of miscommunication between a few of the Knights players, and you know, when that happens and you're not able to get the ball back over, the point's going to go to the opposing team.
And now Adams sets for Ogden. Ogden hits it with some oomph and gets the kill. Too much for the defense to handle, and now 18-13. I guess 3 won't be the magic number here in set number 2.
I mean, unless they come back, and like, it's very crucial right now just because Rowan has been known to, once they get to this point in the game, they just keep pushing and pushing, and then they just get the points, and then they win.
Yeah, they tend to kind of pull away in the middle parts of sets, and they don't really look back. Wolf will try, and she's blocked by Edmondson. Gina Edmondson, the freshman who hasn't gotten much playing time this season, is getting a decent amount here today, and she is making it count. And again, now the service ace for the Profs, and they're really starting to pull away here in set number 2.
And you know, when you're a freshman and you don't get that much time to play, when you go out there and you show what you can do, that's going to show coach then, hey, put me in. I want more playing time, and this is what I can do to help the team.
It really speaks to the depth of this team, where there's so many people that maybe don't get as much playing time, but if need be, throw them in. I mean, they're more than capable of giving you a great performance, and that's one of the things that makes this Profs team so dangerous.
Oh, of course. And also, you want to be able to rely on your underclassmen just as much as your upperclassmen, because, you know, once that season's over, your seniors, they're going to be graduating, and you're going to have to rely then on those underclassmen for the following seasons. So this is something that, to build a dynasty, you need to be able to rely on everyone on the team, and everyone brings something different to the team, and that's how you get a good team.
Absolutely. It's all about, you have your upperclassmen, but at the same time you want to develop, you know, the younger players, because like you said, they're going to be the ones in the next year, 2 years, that are the leaders of your team. As Ogden, the senior, gets the kill, makes it number 7 in this match. He now leads the team in this match for kills. And the attack error from the Profs brings the lead back within 6. Sydney Greenwood now in the game for the Profs.
And for Barbara, this is your time to shine. You know, you're down by 6 right now, and this is the most crucial part of the game. It's the back half of the game, and you have to do well. And again, she just had an ace right there, you know?
She heard you. 22-17 now, Profs lead it. Barber set to serve once more. Greenwood goes for the kill, floats it over. Now will be up for the block, gets it. And it's the combination of the freshmen, Greenwood and Edmondson, in on the block. And now the Profs within 2 of winning set number 2.
Yeah, Greenwood, another freshman. I've seen her play, you know, a few games here and there throughout this season, and she's another one of those players who, you know, you could throw her in and she's going to perform well.
And now 24-17, Greenwood stays in. Sperano back to serve. Match point for the Profs. Riddle goes to kill. She gets blocked. One more hit to get it over. Now Sperano will dig. Adams will set. Greenwood will go for the kill. And they'll say went out of play. (24-18). Profs lead. Greenwood with the first hit to Adams. Adams sets for Abdallah. Abdallah can't finish it off. And the block will do it. Cassidy Abdallah and Isabel Kirshner finish off set number 2. Profs now lead it 2-0 after that set, and they're only one set away from putting this match away here on Rowan Athletics. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with third set action. Moments away now from third set action here on Rowan Athletics between the Rowan University Profs and the Mount St. Mary College Knights. Profs lead it 2-0. I'm Dylan Siddiqui alongside me, Lizzie Fedori. Profs in striking distance of closing out today's tri-match in a matter of 6 sets, not giving up one, and that would be quite the confidence boost with conference tournament right around the corner.
Yeah, definitely. And you know, when you first start the season or even in preseason, you're thinking about playoffs and getting that NJAC conference championship. And the Profs have delivered so far with having an undefeated in-conference season. And you know, they are looking to pull away 2 more wins after today for their overall record. And you know, this is something that you're gonna want to watch as a fan and family members of this team. They're awesome.
If they can win this game, it would put them at an overall record of 25-5 to end out the regular season. As now they lead it, tied up at 1. They have a first round bye. Their next game will be next Thursday. That will be the NJAC semifinals here in Esby. And then on Saturday, if they make it there, championship game time still to be determined. Edmondson with a strong strike. Give the Profs the lead, 2-1. Riddle gets blocked by Edmondson and Kirshner. It's a 3-1, Profs lead it, and Edmondson tried to hammer it home, but was rejected. Now Newsom will try. And an attack error from the Knights, and Profs already up ahead 4-1. And you don't want to fall behind anymore right now if you are the St. Mary College Knights. Adams to Ogden, that ball stays in play. And the Knights just watched it go.
And, you know, the Knights, they did just watch that ball just go a foot in from the end line. And, you know, if you're the Knights players, you need to be diving for every ball that you can at this moment because you're already down 2 games in this set. And you don't want to add another loss to your record for the season right now. And being down 6-1 at the moment as well.
Profs right now are just starting to pull away. Adams sets, Newsom strike, 7-1 Profs.
Put the hammer down!
Service ace from the Profs. They lead it now 8-1, and this set is really starting to get away from the Mount St. Mary Knights. Adams keeps alive, now to Sperano and over to Ogden. Adams will set. It'll be Kirshner. Adams will set again, this time Edmondson. Riddle from the side of black and blue. Back and forth. And too strong from Newsom. So it's the Knights that win the rally, and they get a much needed point here in set number 3.
Even though the Profs just lost that point, their morale has been up. The fans are starting to get involved now. Everyone is just super pumped up as we're in the 3rd set now, and the Profs are up 2-0 in games.
And Edmondson gets a kill and again brings the crowd roaring to their feet. Fans are excited here, and rightfully so. Profs looking dominant here in set number 3.
It is also costume day. Some of the fans came up to Rowan University in the SB gym today, and they are wearing costumes because tomorrow's Halloween, and you know, it's costume day at the SB gymnasium.
The Profs super fan with the hammer getting much love, and rightfully so as Newson drills that ball. 10-3 now, Profs lead it. And again, a little surprised we're not getting a timeout from the side of the Mount St. Mary Knights here in set number 3. And the service ace, Webster. Point will go to the Knights. That ball off the net.
The Knights seem to be coming back in it just a little bit right now because the score was 1-8 of them trailing. But, you know, the score is now 11-4. They're starting to get back into it just a little bit. But, you know, they need to capitalize on every point right now. And they were able to just get another point right now, making it 11-5.
Yeah, service ace is going to be... It's a great way to get on the board. It's now 11-5, lead down to 6 for the Profs. Grace Riddle set to serve. And Sperano can't handle that serve, so now back-to-back service aces for Riddle and the Knights.
Once you get a good rhythm going with being a server, you know, you're able to rack up points very quickly, and if the defense can't come back and figure out a solution to that, you're just going to be able to pull away.
And then the Profs get that point right back, followed up with the service error. 12-6 now, Profs lead it. Newsom comes off for Bose. The kill from Abdallah is 13-6 now. Profs are really starting to pull away. Abdallah goes for the kill. Can't keep it in play, just out of the back line. Attack from Ogden gets the kill. And again, now it seems like in this set, it's lucky number 7. Profs maintaining a 7-point lead almost throughout since getting it. Now 14-7, Abdallah, the senior, will serve.
And Abdallah has been one of the key components to this team. This game, the earlier game, and then also this season, she has been dominant with her serving skills and also on the front line, making sure that every ball is blocked and also with her kills.
It's been a very valuable piece of this team throughout the season. Now Webster to Ogden. Wolf will go for the kill, and Abdallah can't keep that ball in play. (15-8). Knights set to serve. And Bose can't get underneath that one. It'll be the service ace for Baines and the Knights. Riddle goes for the kill. Sperano there. Now up to Edmondson. And we'll have a ball handling error on the side of the Knights. And this bench is fired up as now the sophomore Alexa Blue comes into play.
And when you're up few games in these matches, you want to be able to have your underclassmen and your bench players who don't get to see that much time get the chance to play. And that's something that's exciting for everybody.
And it's valuable to a player's development, and it also speaks to the chemistry of this team and how, hey, this team is genuinely excited to see, you know, these younger players get their chance and get in.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, as a player, you want to be able to play as much time as you can, but also you need to think about your other teammates and stuff. You want them to have the same opportunity as you are, even if you are maybe just a little bit better than them.
Absolutely. You want to share the wealth a little bit. And now Riddle will go for the kill, and Bose is there. Adams keeps it in to Ogden. Ogden's rejected, but Bose is there to clean it up. Kirshner will try to tip it over, Blue. But it was a little awkward of a play, a little just out of her reach. So 18-10 now here in set number 3. And then the service ace from Wolf extends the lead out to 9 for the Profs. And Sydney Greenwood comes into play. Julia Bose comes out. Sperano with the dig. Adams will set. Blue will hit. Almost gets it to fall. And then the kill from Edmondson to just smack it down.
That's awesome to see, you know, your underclassmen coming in and, you know, showing that, like, they can do it too. And, you know, it's all a team effort. At the end of the day, the whole team gets the win, and whoever can do it to help the team get the win, it makes it even better.
Absolutely, and now only 4 points away from that win. Ogden set to serve, gets it to skip off the net. Wolf will try to kill, too strong, and now 3 points away. The attack error from the Knights kind of sums up what this third set has really been like for them.
Yeah, it just looks like they've lost, you know, a little bit of pressure that they had on them, you know, to keep moving forward. And it just seems like they just kind of kicked it back a little bit, and then they're just relaxing right now when they should just be going full force forward and, you know, trying to dive for that ball and everything.
And now match point here. Ogden serves. Edmondson goes for the kill and finishes it off. The freshman wins it for the Profs as they take it in 3 sets. So the Profs finish off the regular season with a final record of 25-5. They come out victorious in this tri-match, going 2-0, getting a little bit of something from everyone on this team. And that will do it. Profs win 3-0 here over the St. Mary College Knights on Rowan Athletics. For myself, Dylan Siddiqui, my broadcast partner, Lizzie Fedori, and our whole production crew here at Rowan Athletics. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you on Thursday for the NJAC semifinals.